The camera suddenly shifts, zooming in on a quiet corner of the room, and there he is, Bruno Mars, standing calmly with that signature subtle smile, as if he already knows the world is watching. But here's the real question that's been driving fans crazy. Where is Jessica Caban? Or has she been there all along, just out of sight? If you're curious about one of the most private yet talked about relationships in entertainment right now, stay with us until the very end, because there's a hidden truth that rarely makes headlines. And before we go any further, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and share this video, because you won't want to miss what's coming next. In a world where celebrity relationships are often put on full display, Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban have chosen a completely different path. No constant social media updates, no over-the-top public appearances, and almost no direct confirmation about their relationship status. Yet somehow, that silence has made their story even louder. For over a decade, their relationship has remained steady, away from the chaos of public scrutiny. While many Hollywood couples turn their love lives into part of their public image, Bruno and Jessica have mastered the art of staying out of the spotlight. But don't mistake privacy for distance. Sources close to the couple suggest that their bond has only grown stronger over time, built on trust, loyalty, and a shared understanding of the pressures that come with fame. Their relationship operates on a level that most people never get to see. And here's where the tension begins to build. Every time Bruno Mars steps onto a global stage or makes a rare public appearance, the same question resurfaces: is Jessica there too? And more often than people realize, the answer is yes. Jessica Caban is known for being incredibly supportive, yet intentionally low-key. She doesn't chase attention, doesn't compete for the spotlight, and doesn't try to redefine the narrative. Instead, she remains a steady presence behind the scenes, something that, in today's media landscape, feels almost unheard of. And that contrast is exactly what keeps people watching. In an era driven by visibility, they choose invisibility. In a culture fueled by constant updates, they offer silence. And the less they reveal, the more the world wants to know. Some entertainment insiders even describe this as a silent power couple effect, where mystery becomes more powerful than exposure itself. But wait, there's something else that's starting to spark even more speculation. In several recent appearances, Bruno Mars has been spotted wearing subtle accessories that fans believe might carry a deeper meaning. At the same time, there have been whispers about the couple spending more time together in ultra-private settings, far away from cameras and public attention. Could this signal a new chapter in their relationship? Or are they quietly preparing something bigger, something they're not ready to share just yet? This is where curiosity turns into intrigue, because despite all the speculation, one undeniable truth remains: their relationship has lasted. Through industry pressure, endless rumors, and rising public expectations, Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban continue to stand strong, without needing validation from the outside world. And maybe that's the real story. It's not about how often they're seen together. It's about how solid they are when no one is watching. As the attention around them continues to grow, more people are beginning to realize that this isn't just another celebrity romance. It's a rare example of two individuals maintaining their independence while building something real, something lasting, away from the spotlight. No gimmicks, no stage drama, just two people choosing to protect what matters most. And ironically, that's exactly why the world can't stop talking about them. So what do you think? Will they eventually open up to the public? Or will they continue to keep their relationship one of Hollywood's best-kept secrets? One thing is certain: this story is far from over. If you want to stay updated on the latest about Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think they'll go public anytime soon, or stay private forever? Because in a world obsessed with attention, sometimes the most powerful story is the one that remains unseen. And just when people think they've figured it out, something shifts again. A quiet appearance, a subtle detail, a moment that lasts only seconds, but sends the internet into a frenzy. That's exactly what happened recently when Bruno Mars was seen leaving an exclusive venue, surrounded by close friends and security. No official statement, no press coverage at first, just a few blurry clips that quickly went viral. But eagle-eyed fans noticed something unusual, a familiar silhouette, walking just a few steps behind him. Not confirmed, not announced, but heavily speculated to be Jessica Caban. And just like that, the mystery deepened, because this isn't the first time something like this has happened. Over the years, there have been countless moments where the two were reportedly in the same place at the same time, yet never fully seen together in a way that feeds the headlines. Private dinners in upscale locations, low-key vacations far from paparazzi hotspots, and carefully timed entrances and exits that keep their presence controlled. Coincidence or strategy? Some fans believe this level of privacy is intentional, almost like a carefully designed boundary between their personal lives and the public eye. Others think it's simply who they are, two people who value real connection over public validation. But here's where things get even more interesting. In a recent interview, Bruno Mars briefly touched on the idea of protecting what's real. He didn't mention Jessica directly, but the message was clear. In an industry where relationships can quickly become content, he seems determined to keep certain parts of his life untouched by the noise. And that raises a bigger question. What happens when a relationship becomes stronger because it's hidden? Psychologists and relationship experts often talk about the impact of external pressure on couples in the public eye. Constant scrutiny, endless commentary, and unrealistic expectations can slowly wear things down. But in the case of Bruno and Jessica, their distance from that spotlight might actually be the very thing keeping them grounded. It's almost like they've created their own world, one where the rules of fame don't fully apply. And yet, the outside world keeps knocking. Every rare sighting becomes a headline. Every subtle clue turns into a trending topic. Every absence is analyzed just as much as any appearance. It's a paradox. The more they try to stay private, the more public interest grows. And then comes the speculation that refuses to go away. Are they secretly married? It's a question that has surfaced multiple times across fan communities and entertainment forums. No confirmation, no official denial, just a trail of moments that keep fueling the conversation. Matching timelines, shared locations, and a level of comfort that suggests something deeper than a casual relationship. But without direct answers, everything remains in that gray area between fact and theory. And maybe that's exactly where they want it. Because as long as nothing is confirmed, nothing can be fully controlled by the media narrative. But let's pause for a second. Think about this. In a time where relationships are often measured by visibility, by how often couples post together, appear together, or publicly declare their status, Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban are doing the exact opposite. No constant updates, no public milestones, no need to prove anything to anyone. And somehow, that makes their story feel even more real. But here's the twist that not many people are talking about. What if this level of privacy isn't just about avoiding attention? What if it's also about preserving identity? Both Bruno and Jessica built their careers independently. They have their own paths, their own achievements, their own sense of self. By keeping their relationship out of the spotlight, they're not just protecting it, they're preventing it from overshadowing who they are individually. And that's something rare, because in many high-profile relationships, identities start to merge in the public eye. One becomes known through the other. But here, that line stays clear. Two individuals, one connection, zero compromise on personal space. Still, the curiosity doesn't stop. In fact, it keeps growing. Fans continue to analyze every public move, every performance, every lyric, every outfit choice, searching for hidden meanings, subtle references, anything that might offer a glimpse into what's really going on behind the scenes. And sometimes, they think they find something, a song that feels too personal, a moment on stage that carries extra emotion, a look, a gesture, a pause that seems to say more than words ever could. But without confirmation, it all remains open to interpretation. And that uncertainty is what keeps people watching, because deep down, everyone wants to understand how something so private can survive in such a public world. And maybe that's the real payoff of this entire story. It's not about proving whether they're together. is not about uncovering every hidden detail. It's about witnessing a different kind of relationship, one that doesn't follow the rules, doesn't chase attention, and doesn't rely on public approval to feel real. As the spotlight continues to chase them, they keep doing the same thing they've always done, stepping just far enough away to stay out of reach, and yet, somehow, never completely disappearing. So now the question comes back to you. Is this the ultimate example of a strong, private relationship in Hollywood? Or is there still something bigger waiting to be revealed? Because if there's one thing we've learned from Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban, it's that silence doesn't mean there's nothing there. Sometimes, it means there's everything to protect. Make sure you stay tuned, because if anything changes, even in the smallest way, you already know the world will be watching. And just when it feels like the story has reached its peak, something even more subtle, yet more powerful, begins to unfold. A shift not in what is seen, but in what is felt. Because lately, fans have started to notice a different kind of energy surrounding Bruno Mars. Not louder, not more public, but calmer. More grounded, more intentional. And for those who have followed his journey for years, that change doesn't go unnoticed. It raises a quiet but compelling question. Could the stability of his private life, his relationship with Jessica Caban, be influencing this new phase of his career? It's not something that can be proven with headlines or confirmed through interviews. But sometimes the biggest truths reveal themselves in patterns, in consistency, in the way someone carries themselves when the cameras are on, and even more when they're not. And here's where the narrative takes another turn. Because while the public continues to search for visible proof, those closest to the situation suggest that the real story isn't about appearances at all. It's about longevity. Think about it. In an industry where relationships often burn bright and fade fast, this one has remained steady for years, without needing to constantly remind the world that it exists. No dramatic breakups, no public reconciliations, no attention-grabbing controversies, just time. And time, in Hollywood, is one of the rarest indicators of something real. But just as that idea begins to settle, another layer of intrigue emerges. There have been quiet whispers, nothing confirmed, nothing officially reported, but enough to spark curiosity. Talks of long-term planning, of shared investments, of decisions that suggest not just a relationship, but a partnership built for the future. And suddenly, the conversation shifts. This isn't just about whether they're together. It's about how deep that connection actually goes. Because when two people choose to build something away from the spotlight, it often means they're focusing on something bigger than public perception. Something that doesn't need to be validated by trending topics or viral moments. But of course, the world doesn't stop watching. In fact, the less they reveal, the more intense the speculation becomes. Fans revisit old interviews, old photos, old performances, looking for clues that might have been overlooked, trying to piece together a story that was never fully told. And sometimes they find connections that feel almost too precise to ignore. Moments where timing aligns perfectly, details that seem too intentional to be accidental. But again,